Okay, Jacksonville Jags looking good lately and really on a roll after a slow start. And is it time to just go pull the trigger on a big time player? We're going to take a look at that. They've been named in this trade. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but we have this channel covering teams that don't get the love or get ignored nationally by the national media. And we like the Jags because we're real similar. Like when you guys had Urban Meyer, we had Matt Patricia, right? Just dying. We're like, what is this? And really turned the corner. Both franchises doing really good things. So Jacksonville, let's just as a reminder where you're at. I love it. Jacksonville leading the division. Things are looking good. And then just real similar to the Lions as well. Like the division's there for the taking. You've got the Colts who lost their quarterback. Titans are just, I don't know what the Titans are. And you've got the Texans. Texans are a team that we really like that's just up and coming. They may not be there just yet, which is obviously in favor of the Jags, but the Texans have the coach, have the quarterback, and really air it out. And the Jaguars are struggling against the pass. So when you meet the Texans again, hopefully you're for far enough ahead of them that game, I don't say doesn't matter, but even if you lose it, you'd still be ahead of them. But the Jags are mentioned in a trade as the trade deadline comes up. Halloween, I think it's Halloween. Yeah. So here's what we're looking at in the offseason. The Jags actually inquired about Danielle Hunter, the defensive end, who's just playing outstanding for the Vikings. He leads the NFL with 9 sacks and 12 tackles for loss. So you're like, okay, what's up? But here's the deal. He can't be franchised or transition tagged, and he's on the last year of his contract. So if you're the Vikings, who you're kind of in this in between, you're trying to look to next year, but you're also like, well, we're 3-4. Like suddenly we're 3-4. We just beat the 49ers, which seemed like they were going to lose that 100% of the time, but they win. So they're 3-4. Are they willing to give up Danielle Hunter? Well, Danielle Hunter was somebody that they reached out to, or the Vikings were looking to possibly do something this offseason. They didn't do anything. He's here. But Dan Graziano said that the Jags came close to finalizing an agreement to acquire Hunter during the offseason. So the Jags like him, came close to it, and now you're wondering what would the cost be and should they do it? I think absolutely you do this, and I don't want to say no matter what the cost, but think about where you're at as a franchise that's just struggled for a few years. The window's open. You have a window to go win the division, and when you look at what kind of players do you want in a winning championship level team, you look at DB, you look at defensive end, obviously quarterback, but I mean, you look at some of those like defensive end, rush the quarterback in January, in the playoffs, on the road, here it is, at the Chiefs. Yeah, I think you're going to want that. And so you've got the division right there for the taking. That's a home playoff game. And then you go play the Steelers or whoever, you go play one of these teams, Ravens. And then that AFC championship game would be the Chiefs, right? Just kind of playing it out. And Danielle Hunter would be perfect for you. So it's like, absolutely make this happen. So the Jaguars make sense as a buyer, having spent heavily to fortify their defense in 2022. At outside linebacker in Mike Caldwell's 3-4 scheme, they have Josh Allen and Trayvon Walker. But in a contract year, Allen is on pace for most productive NFL slate. The former top 10 pick has 7 sacks, 14 QB hits. Now, Danielle Hunter, you have this rotation where it's like, let's go. I absolutely love this for the Jags, and hopefully they can pull it off because, you look at another thing that I love looking at too is you just look at the Jags schedule, and it's perfect because you got the Steelers tough game, 49ers tough game. No question about these next 2 games will be interesting. But then you've got Titans, Texans. You win both of those, you beat a head-to-head with the Texans, you're in command of the division. Bengals, tough game. Browns, tough game. Ravens, tough. Buccaneers, fine. Panthers, easy. Titans, easy. So you've got a mixture of tough and hard, but it comes down to this Texans head-to-head game. You win that, let's go. Look at the schedule, though. It's not that easy. And so go get a guy that can help you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. Again, love watching the Jags from afar as a Lions fan, just because we're on a similar trajectory of we're trying to figure this out. We've got the coach, we've got the quarterback, we've got some skill players around it. Things are looking good, but it feels like, okay, window's open now. The window to make this happen is there, especially inside the division. The Texans are still maybe a year away. Colts, they don't have their quarterback, and the Titans, they're just not there this year. So let's go win the division. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we will see all of you on the next one.